The main myth of the Russian state is the victory of Russians over Nazism in 1945. Today's Russia inherited that myth from the Soviet Union and turned it into a special cult in the ideology of Ruscism. For its over-the-top manifestations, the cult has become known as Pobedobesie. This pejorative term combines two Russian words, Pobeda, which means victory, and the verb besиться, which in this context means to rave as if in a state of satanic possession. The Russians disregard the fact that during the Second World War there was an anti-Hitler coalition and largely dismiss other nations' contribution to the victory. Instead, the Russians claim singular credit for defeating Nazism. Moscow presents the victory over Hitler as a sacrifice for which the world should be eternally indebted to Russia. That's why the Russians have arrogated to themselves the exclusive right to brand others as fascists or Nazis and to engage in what they call denazification. As years go by, the victory frenzy in Russia takes increasingly cynical forms, from corteges of cars stylized as tanks with a sign saying "To Berlin," to taking photos with monkeys dressed up in military uniforms. On May the 9th, Russians staged parades of babies in military uniforms of the times of the Second World War, in prams camouflaged as tanks, airplanes, and military ambulances. Russia has weaponized the victory cult and used it as the main tool of militarization of its people, starting as early as kindergartens. Twisted perception of history, arrogance towards other nations, militarization in the upbringing of children, all those and other morbid symptoms of Russia make it a threat to the entire world. Because every year, as all the civilized countries mourn the war victims and say never again, Russia aggressively retorts, "We can repeat it."